Hey guys, it's Jennifer Sparks. I'm cruising around Las Vegas for 10 days, and right now we're going to be checking out the Sahara Casino and Resort. I was so flabbergasted. I really thought this place was going to be older. It was built in the 50s. I wasn't expecting much, but this place was cool. I was staying over at Westgate Casino and Hotel, which used to be the Hotel International where Elvis had his big run. Westgate and then Sahara are the last two stops on the monorail station. So these are really two cool places to stay if you want to be on the monorail line, which will take you up and down the strip. It goes all the way to MGM. Going down the escalator, you can see the Stratosphere is nearby. This is located on the north end of the strip, way down. The monorail is a very convenient and very fun way to see Vegas, and I'm going to be making a video about my whole experience with that in the very near future. The Sahara has so many different dining options, from quick served coffee shops to cafes. They have fancy restaurants, cool lounges. I'm going to be taking you for a walk today to show you all the different dining options that you could choose from. Have you stayed at the Sahara before? Let me know in the comments below how your stay was. I would love to know. Like I said, I was really shocked at this place. It was really cool. I'm going to leave the sound on this video raw so you could hear the kind of music they play. It was very loud and very like nightclub-ish, at least at the time that I was there. So I'm going to leave it so you could be the judge if this is for you, this kind of music, because it's, you know, it's a little loud in there, but it's very fun and very energetic. This video was taken late August. It was about 9 p.m. on a Tuesday night. The casino and restaurant floor was large, but not too large where it became confusing. I managed to not get lost at all, so I know that it's pretty easy to navigate. I think there's 3 towers for the hotels, just so that you know. But this was all basically the casino, and where you would find all the lounges and places to dine. I realized that, you know, the casinos aren't really fixed. I mean, some people say they are. Maybe they are. I don't know. But I had the best luck out of all the casinos I went to personally. This is the only casino that I literally doubled the money that I came in with. Was it just that day? Probably. Was it just the machine I was playing at that moment? Probably. But I did have the best luck at Sahara out of all the other casinos that I went to. And it was extremely beautiful as well. I really did enjoy my walk around there. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. Hello. My name is Jennifer Sparks. I started this channel about 3 years ago, probably right before the pandemic happened. I'm like, I want to make a travel channel. Well, anyway, I really wanted to make a channel because I'm a mad researcher myself. I research things like crazy. And I really had a burning desire to create a channel about videos that I would be looking for when I'm on YouTube. Let's face it, some people only get 1 or 2 weeks off a year. You better stay somewhere you want to stay. If you're finding this video helpful or interesting in any way, can you please do me a favor and subscribe to my channel? Thank you very much. The biggest problem I could see with the Sahara is the location. It's definitely not mid-strip. You're not going to be able to say, like, walk out your door and go to the Bellagio. But you can take the monorail. Huge perk right there. There is a fee for the monorail. However, though, you could pay $5 for one way. You could buy a day pass. It's for 24 hours. I believe that was $13. Then you could do like a 2-day pass, 3-day pass, and so on, so on. As the days go higher, the price goes higher, but I think it gets like less per day the more days you buy. So that depends if you're going to be using it a lot. Are you going to be going to Stratosphere? Would you be just staying in Sahara? Or are you going to be wanting to go to MGM and Paris and all those other places? You might want to get an unlimited pass. You could go anywhere you want. It's a really good location if you're willing to pay the extra money for the monorail. Sahara would also be one of the closest strip hotels to downtown Las Vegas. You want to check out the Fremont experience. That is really something to see. I did go there, and I did already make a video about that. It was still like same thing like this, unedited, so you could hear the music, you could see what it's like to walk around there. It's a trip. Okay, how much does it cost to stay at the Sahara? You know, obviously, like all hotels, it fluctuates a bit depending on what day you go. Are you going on the weekend? Are you going midweek? What season are you going? But I found the prices to be mid-range. They weren't the cheapest, but they definitely weren't the most expensive either. You could get a pretty good rate there. This was a trip. This was like right before you walk into the casino. It like hypnotized me. I literally stood there and like watched these screens change and this little like thing go round and round. It was very hypnotic, very. It's saying, come into my casino, put some money in my machines. And I did, and I won some money. And I'm gonna show you now the machines that I did play that did do very well for me. Now bear in mind, mine very well is like ridiculous to some people. I literally will go with $20, $30 to play. You know, if I come home with, you know, 60, I'm so excited. I'm not a big gambler by any means. I love playing the Game of Thrones. I love the music, but I never win on it. But this place, Sahara, I actually won something. I ended up actually doubling the money that I came in with. So I was super excited at this point. I was like, okay, I'm done for the day. The Kingdom of Ice gave me a decent bonus as well. All right, that's enough of the tour. We're gonna actually head back to Westgate, and I'm gonna show you what part of the monorail ride is gonna be like.
Hotel and Casino, featuring the Adventure Zone theme park. Now arriving at Westgate Las Vegas Station.
I'm currently compiling all my monorail ride footage. It was such a fun time of all the stations and what it's like to be on the monorail ride. So look out for that in the future.
With 4.6 million square feet of meeting and exhibit space, welcoming millions of visitors every year. Hey, monorail riders, want to avoid the crowds in the street trying to get in and out of the convention center? Find your tickets in advance on ldmonorail.com. And at the end of the day, the monorail is a great way to get to and from your dinners and after parties. We're probably only in Vegas for a few days, so don't waste your time standing in line for cabs, stuck in traffic, or walking down the streets. With 7 convenient stops along the strip, the Las Vegas Monorail is the quickest and most cost-effective way to get where you want to go.
And if you're watching this video wondering if you should go to Las Vegas or not, do it. You have one life. Go enjoy yourself. I was so anxiety ridden at one point in my life, I could barely start a car. I could barely leave my house. Now I went on a 10-day trip to Las Vegas by myself. You have to believe in yourself, and I believe in you. This is your host and your tour guide, Jennifer Sparks. Be good to yourself. Get out there and travel. Be kind to others, and safe travels to you.